Hi, I'm Terry Moon, and this is my wife.
Terra Moon, and we are in Jackson, Wyoming.
And we ended up in Jackson, Wyoming. We've been here for 2 months now. And basically we ended up here because 2 years ago, on our honeymoon, we decided to travel down Route 89. I had read an article by Mark Sundan in Outside Magazine about Route 89. It just totally fascinated me. The concept of this forgotten road that can be traveled from north to south, traversing the country, and I just thought it was a really neat opportunity for Terra and I to set out on a little adventure as we began our marriage. And we had walked into our, we both worked at the world's largest animal hospital in New York City, and we walked into the Human Resources Department and turned our resignations in, and basically got married on Terra's farm in Kentucky, where she grew up, 200 acres, and from there hit the road to Route 89. We spent 8 months, excuse me, we spent 8 weeks traveling Route 89.
8 months would have been nice.
Yeah, really just take a break from life in general. And it was just a really amazing adventure, and for me, Route 89 was a chance just to kind of start new, to take a break from the general drudgery of the city and to just get out into the great wide open of this marvelous country.
I also think it's a great way to see the contrast from starting from the north end of the country, going to the south end, from Glacier National Park to Nogales, Mexico, or Arizona rather. You're going from snow-capped mountain areas through red rock mountain areas all the way down to, desert. And it's just a wonderful example of how our country is contrasting in environment and terrain. And it was a really enjoyable trip.
Just getting to meet so many different people along the way. One particular incident was when we were in Great Falls, Montana at the Sip and Dip, and on a Monday night. And if you don't know the Sip and Dip is known for having it's a hotel as well as a bar, and in the bar they have mermaids swimming behind the bar in an underwater pool, and it's just really neat.
They were off the night we were there.
They were off the night we were there, but nonetheless, we met so many different people from around the country. We met a alfalfa farmer who was bought rounds for everybody because it had rained, so his crop was saved. And we met somebody from Greenpoint, Brooklyn, which was right near where we lived in New York City. So just the contrast of meeting so many different types of people was another neat aspect of Route 89. And it just was a great adventure for us.
And I have to add that, being here in Jackson now, one of the reasons we came back to Jackson is because Route 89 took us through Jackson, as well as many other wonderful spots, but Jackson was one of our favorites. And we spent, I remember correctly, a good 5-6 days here and loved it. And probably at that point in time in our lives would never have thought or dreamed we'd been back here, let alone live here. And we can only thank that honeymoon in Route 89 for bringing us back here. So thank you, Route 89.
Yes, thank you very much, Route 89.